It is day 2 of this. um, and I think I should do a strange dream log. Um, but I think I should start off with an interesting idea I've come up for my um book series about dreams. Um, it's kind of simple, just that um when you dream, you are going into another universe and interacting with it in different ways. Sometimes you'll be in place of yourself, sometimes you'll just be watching, but either way, you're traveling through the multiverse, and that's why things seem a little off every time you go to a different dream. Just a slight bit different from um, how things are in the real world. To give an example of an actual dream, which is why this is also a dream log, um, last night I had a dream in which I um, got into a car to drive somewhere, and I was on the opposite side. I was on the in this passenger seat, like I was riding shotgun, but um there was no one in the driver's seat. I was supposed to be driving, but I wasn't on the right side to do that. The car was still moving, and I guess it was just going by itself. And so I had to um, reach over and press the brake with my hand, at which point I um, lightly hit a tree, but there was a police officer there, and they asked what was going on, and I said I, for some reason, was on the wrong side of the car, and I had to press the brake, and they didn't seem like they thought that was odd. Um, they just asked for my license. I couldn't find it. It's usually in like the back of my phone, like in my phone case, but I couldn't find my phone. And then they drove me to my house. But first, they put a handcuff on my wrist. Not handcuffs. They had one side of it and they just put it around my wrist. And so we went to my house, and on the way there I finally found my phone, but I opened it and it was my ID wasn't there. They said I was going to have to be fined, and I was like, I can't get a ticket, I don't know. And then a few minutes later, they say that it was cleared. There was no explanation. Um, Throughout this whole thing, it felt like it was actually happening. Like, it was so real. But, and, I questioned if it was a dream, but more in the way, like, if you're wandering around and something slightly weird happens in real life, and you're like, am I dreaming? You're like, oh, pinch me or whatever. It was kind of like that kind of, um, um, questioning of it. So that's what brought to my mind the idea that I had for my story, because sometimes it really does feel like dreams are just you going into another reality where you don't understand how things work. But it's nonetheless just as real. Anyway, I guess that's all I have to say about that. Silent Shadow out.